Love the streams. Well, thank you, but don't speak too soon. Haven't had the possibly terrible experience of this one yet. Right. Okay, so I guess I should introduce myself. Oh, no, I don't. I don't quite need to do that. Maybe I do, I don't know. No, I doubt I'm getting huge new audiences in. What I mean is introduce my situation here. This is the Crazed bird, and the current strat is Son's Auroran Cat. And it's probably something worth using. But I just thought, you know, earlier on today I thought it'd start the level so that we don't waste energy as much. And see how far we get with it. I'm reckoning not too far. Because we're kind of struggling with this bit, and it just gets more complicated from there on in. Okay, there's a double one here. How are we going to sort that out then? Probably some of the range stuff. I did a little lure tactic before, didn't I? Okay, here we go. Lure him in. Give him a cheeky surprise. Can I get away with 2 meat shields? Yeah. All things we're learning. Learning on the job. Okay. Definitely don't let the meat shields go further back. There's a ball. It's probably where it's all going to fall apart anyway. And that's just the first ball. Look at that for a poor show. So, I reckon I might need to spend a little bit more time getting my eye in here. Because, well, I haven't done any beginner accounting in a little while now. So, let's reload the stage. And see if I can do a better job. Is this for the beginner's guide? It is indeed. Now I should probably zoom in a little bit. Because I had it zoomed out to 90%. Because I think, well, as well as new YouTube, now being sort of the default that even David's code can't help me escape, I think it's fairly dreadful as a standard. But one thing is, I think it's far too big. Really huge icons that I can't make any smaller. And I actually don't like how large the video playback bit is either. I actually really quite like the small little video things that you can increase the size of. Anyway, zooming out to 90% for most of new YouTube kind of works decently for me. Right, where's this reindeer then? Come on. I'd bring a rich cat to the level. Yeah, I mean, it's a possible thing to do, but I mean, I'm not going to do that while I'm just getting my eye in, because probably not going to be able to beat it anyway.
Request in half space.
Oh, who's that?
It's Muddy Puddle.
Oh, would you believe it? Could you just do a voice test, please, mate? Make sure that I've got you right.
Orange pineapple.
Yeah, I reckon you're audible there, mate.
I can't believe the best part of the Macho Cat's community has just showed up.
I know, I can't believe it myself. Can you believe that? I can't believe that. Muddy Puddle has just graced our stream and appeared. I mean, to my mind, that's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Mate, I've just had a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
You've made another video because you're making a comeback and it's one of the most wonderful things.
Yeah.
When it hits 10 o'clock and I'm not really allowed to speak, maybe I could put your video on and we could all watch it if people wanted to, and they could leave if they wanted to as well.
Yeah.
Because I am genuinely excited to watch your video.
Yeah.
Very much interested. Because
Don't get your hopes up too much, mate. It's not as good as the last one.
alright. Well, I did enjoy playing Death Run with you, mate. It was good fun.
Yeah.
Now, I'm worried with this Crazed Bird malarkey that I'm just not going to have enough time to really delve into. Because obviously Crazed Bird is a very long-winded stage. And I kind of feel like I'm not going to get attempts at many different variations. And I also feel like I'm fighting way too close to my base. So the Rain-D tactics are... Oh, I know why it hasn't worked, because I didn't stall the Crazed Bird at the start. Ah, you see, I seem to have had to forget everything I knew about the stage before coming back to it.
Right.
Ray, it sounds like he doesn't want to do this. That's just the alcohol, to be fair. Mate will now groan accordingly. I've been telling him how much I enjoyed it, but instead of making me sort of exuberant or perky, just made me a bit drowsy, basically. I just don't know what's going on, which makes Crazed Bird a little bit more difficult, I must admit. Right, let's make sure to stall this yon boy. You're too quiet. Oh, maybe I am sometimes, actually. I'll put back right down a little bit, because the ducking might be a bit temperamental. That might be why. Wait, I'm probably using the wrong unit to stall as well, because that's a one-shot thing. Because I'm just wasting 75 money's time doing that, really, aren't I? Because that's just going to hit that and then it's going to stop, which is what we want. You can use Crazed Gross to chip away at the bird while killing the Rain-Ds. Oh, I like that. That's a good idea. I have to put that on the board of good ideas, which can be done. This strat will definitely be changing. Okay. Bam, 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 bam. Don't know why I did islands there. There we go. Almost at max work cat. Is good. So if I sort of let this stuff hit Rain-D up to a certain point, like that. Right, I'm thinking. And then I just let it come back again. Because ultimately this is kind of the safe space in which to be fighting Rain-D, where the Crazed Bird isn't bothering you. And I feel like you just want to maximise the amount of time you can spend doing that. That's how I'm thinking. That's how I'm thinking. Rain-D's still going, I'm surprised. There we go. So then we get some lovely valuable hits there, which is why we have our Crazed Titan here. I mean, indeed, Tem, indeed, you know, the videos always do say you could use this, although it's better to do general rules, because that opens up the possibility of any unit that would be helpful. and also allows people to work out what would be useful themselves when it comes to doing other levels. I guess that kind of rule doesn't apply so much to the Crazed Bird though, because it's usually try and outrange the enemy, and you're not really doing that with Crazed Bird. It's not one of those. What do you think, mate?
I think outrange the enemy is a pretty good strat, mate.
But problem with that, mate, with the Crazed Bird is that it has quite a big range. So there's not all that much that will outrange it.
Fair enough.
That's the issue, you see, mate.
My name, mate,
Yeah.
is a Bahamut. A Bahamut. You know?
I like your idea, mate, but we haven't got that, I'm afraid.
Oh, damn.
Okay, we've got a knockback on the ball. Good news. Need another one, then it'll be dead. As you probably well know. Don't know if we'll get there. We'll get there. Just as I say, don't know if we'll get there, we get there. That's good. Right, I'm going to preempt an attack. Oh, beautiful timing. Look at that. Infinite timing. You get in there, Crazed Titan, and you flourish. Although you probably won't because there's a reindeer hitting you, which is a bit of a sad, but there we go. And I guess the good thing about that bit is that you don't really have to meat shield. That is if you've killed the reindeer, which it's sticking around. Well, it's really sticking around. That's kind of... I'm surprised how sticky that reindeer... Wow, okay. No, that's... Wow. I really haven't chipped it down very far then. And then the other one appears. Well, no respite for me then. And then it's still not even dead. Really going the whole hog to make things difficult for me here. Still going. Right, unrealistic expectations on that reindeer. Now I don't even know which one is the weak one. I think King Dragon is better. It probably would be. But my dragon's +6 at the moment, and if at all possible, I intend to keep it down a kind of low level like that, rather than adding 4 levels to it just to get a different form. Because the more applicable it is, the less likely someone is to complain that my units are too high level for it to work for them. I feel like we're reaching this same kind of problematic point each time. I'm not sure it's a rich cat that would help us. Really. Just that... Are we fighting too close? Because it's kind of a requirement, isn't it? I don't see much else of a way to do it. If they don't have +10 on Dragon, probably too early for them to do the stage. Yeah, I mean, I'll probably... hooray, one of them's dead. I'll probably swap it out for the Crazed Legs. All said. Because I want to keep my islands for... Well, only one of them's island, but still. For the boar. Because that'd be quite important to deal with. Oh, look at that. Some lovely wave action there. Good stuff. Less good. Certainly less good. Oh, okay. All that time, I was getting sniped. Not too good. Oh, wow, that's sort of like inviting the reindeer straight towards my base. And then getting probably overrun. I mean, there's a little bit of a saving grace there. We'll send in the Crazed Titan just after that attack. Will it pay off? Well, it looks like he's about to... Okay, well, we need it to knock back the Crazed Bird. If that is the sort of thing... No, okay, that's not the sort of thing we can do. And it's a boar anyway, so, yeah. If we were ever going to get overrun, it was now. So that's fair enough. That is probably fair enough. Right, okay. How do we do? I'm thinking not well. No, that was surprisingly all right. Okay. So I want to keep me whales. Macho leg is useful, right? I think we'd. I think it's useful to keep. So we'll put the legs in as suggested.
Mate, are you using Paris Cat?
That's Gacha, mate.
Oh.
Yeah. Back to your Hearthstone cave, mate.
Yeah, pay to win.
Yeah. you put shame on us all, mate. Paris Cat, honestly.
I'm trying to imagine like playing a game of Hearthstone with only the 3 cards that you get at the start, and I'm just thinking, oh my god, that would be such a nightmare.
Use Mother Cat, whatever the knockoff Paris is. Yeah, we love that, but also no. That probably. Oh, hang on. This is what we say to the weaker Mother Cat in this example. Yeah, that's what we say to that. Unfortunately, I'm trying to work out where there's really a space for a run. I mean, if I can get away with not using it, that would be pretty amazing. I only have 5 sniper cats. This is the issue. You know what? I'm going to go all out here. I'm going to put all of them on because of kind of my philosophy of saying we should really put them all on. Because if you put one on and then fail because you didn't have the other one on, then you've wasted one of the items, and that's a bit sad. Right, okay.
I mean, also, mate, if you put more on than you needed, then you have also wasted at least one item.
Yeah, fair enough, mate. I guess I'll get to my contention after. Thank you very much to Alex Vinksay. £2. Here you go, Spoonman. Well, that's much appreciated. Thank you very much indeed.
Wow.
My contention to you, mate, would be... actually, no, just a second again. Crazed bird has 0 knockbacks, can only knock back when it dies. Right. Oh. Reindeer has 20 knockbacks. To use heavy hitters, Jamiera can knock back Crazed bird. Okay, in the meantime, we got Sparthrow. Mate, do you remember Sparthrow? I don't know if you remember Sparthrow, do you?
Mate, no.
Sparthrow has been like just doing some huge donations. And he sent like a dancing sticker that looks like it's out of Dumb Ways to Die, but like in a kind of self-affirming happy way. That's amazing. Thank you ever so much again, Sparthrow. Your generosity astounds me, and your financial position worries me. Make sure that you're solvent and you've actually got some money somewhere. Right. Okay. Oh, no. Because that was a good suggestion of Jamiera there. Because we have Jamiera. It's a pretty fair suggestion. And it might end up that works better. We'll have to find out. Let's use all this space that we've got here and deal with the reindeer. Oh yeah, don't need all 3 meat shields, don't do all 3. And then we've made it to the crazed bird. Oh, hang on a minute. What's happened here? Huh! So, Sparthrow's donated another 20 quid, which is astounding.
Wow.
And I love these stickers. They are brilliant. I'm going to try and catch it on the hug moment. There we go. And, additionally, Black Anime Cat 2 has matched that in dollars. I mean, not money for money, but number for number. With an amazing, huge $20 donation saying, I love your content. Thank you very much. I love your generosity there. Crikey, goodness me. Thank you ever so much. It must be you, mate. Your presence as the best part of the Battle Cats community has brought out the amazing kind of above and beyond generosity in people.
Yeah.
I had a weird moment there, mate. I took my hand off my mouse to go back to my phone, and for some reason I felt like, why haven't I got my stylus with me? As if like my phone was a Nintendo DS or something. That's a weird moment, that. Okay, right, so.
What games did you play on the DS, mate?
Oh, mate, it wasn't actually my DS, but the games I played were, very briefly until we lost it, Rhythm Heaven, which I was terrible at. I don't think I managed to get past like the first remix, actually. But, you know, iconic music in that. Then Donkey Kong Jungle Climb, I think it's called, which is great fun. I went back to that when we found the DS again, and I managed to do a level against that nasty crocodile man that I couldn't do before. But I'm only on like Island 4 out of 7 or something. And I'd only done about like 2 or 3 before, so probably still got a lot of that game left. In the meantime of that, we're not going to find much out about this level. Sparthrow's donated another 10 quid. I mean, this is an expensive way to show off these great stickers, but I mean, I appreciate both the stickers and the huge amounts of money. It's incredible. Thank you very much. This is YouTube. Okay. Like 70% goes to them. Yeah, like that. This is the issue. It's not that much, but a lot goes to them, which kind of makes me very sad. Twitch is much better for how much of the donation it takes. But then again, I wanted to do a stream that more people could access.
Yeah. On going back to the DS topic, mate.
Yeah.
I think I mostly played Pokemon games on the DS.
Ah. You see, I'm a pleb, mate. I haven't actually played any like proper Pokemon games.
Honestly, mate, they were really good when I was young.
I can imagine so, yeah.
I really enjoyed Pokemon Platinum. That was the first one I played.
Uh-huh.
And Pokemon White 2 and Pokemon Y, I think.
Nice.
So, yeah, that was good.
What else did I play? As much as I like Mario Kart is the only game I ever think of when someone says Nintendo, I didn't actually play that on the DS. The first time I played Mario Kart was on Mario Kart Wii! It's fantastic music and fantastic tracks. Though I went back to it recently and it's flipping difficult. Like, compared to Mario Kart 8, it is so difficult to win Grand Prix in Mario Kart.
Oh, yeah, I remember trying to get all the gold medals.
Yeah. You didn't try to get, like, star ranks, did you, mate?
Oh, I didn't ever worry about that. I didn't.
No, because I just went through. I managed to win, and then I realised I was in 50cc, and I was like, wow, that was difficult enough. And on one of them, it gave me like a, another one a star, and then one of them 2 stars. And I was like, that's not following the same pattern as Mario Kart 8, where it's how many points you get. You have to win every single of the 4 races to get 3 stars, which can be very annoying when you lose at the final hurdle. But in Mario Kart Wii, that didn't seem to be true. And indeed, it's not true. You actually, it's got to do with whether you hit walls, whether you get blue shelled. And I was like, whether you get blue shelled? How on earth that is in your control, I don't know. Because you have nothing to counter blue shells with in Mario Kart Wii. You do have
Winning.
one thing in Mario Kart 8, the horn, but yeah, it just seems really stupid. But I guess that sort of let me feel the right to be like, I really don't care about getting fancy ranks. It'd be nice to win these Grand Prix, but it was difficult enough, even in the cup with Coconut Mall in it.
I'm pretty sure eventually I was able to come first in all of the 50cc and 100cc Grand Prix, and some of the 150 ones as well. I think, if I remember correctly, that was a long time ago.
You've done better job than I can then. Why do beginners need Crazed Bird? Well, maybe not Crazed Bird in particular, but to move on to getting Manix, which, I don't know, is a way of describing the start of the mid-game. You need to have done all the Crazed stages, including Crazed Axe. Boo. Boo, boo, boo.
What do you like about Crazed Axe, mate?
It's almost entirely useless, mate.
Right.
It is barely ever used. Because for what it does, you've already kind of got units that can mostly do a better job.
Alright.
There's 150cc reverse. What, in Mario Kart Wii?
I can't remember. I don't think I ever did that.
I know there's a mirror in Mario Kart 8.
Yeah.
You know what I'm waiting on, mate?
What, mate?
Mario Kart 9.
Ah.
I wonder if that will be a thing though, because like it's been a popular kind of thing, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and the graphics are pretty fancy. I mean, where can they go with it? Might be someone's argument.
I'm sure they'll find a way to pump out another one, mate.
That's true, mate. That's true. Apparently, it is indeed in the Wii one. Funky. I failed miserably here, probably because I'm not paying the kind of attention that I'd need to. Problem is, we were enthralled in interesting discussions. The only experience I've had of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe was actually at mate's house.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I was like, mate, can I please just go through all of the deluxe tracks that I can't access?
Oh yeah.
It's good fun. But yeah, I do hope there'll be a Mario Kart 9 to experience. I would enjoy that. Okay, just the 2 meat shields again. And just this block of stuff as well. And then we'll let the Rain D come back. Just like that. Bam, 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 bam. Oh, look at that. We have a bit of an opportunity brewing here.
Oh.
A little bit of damage. Infinite damage, you could say, as the next song rolls around. Okay. I'm doing the 3 meat shields again. I don't need to. Come on now, sort yourself out. Problem is, in doing this, I am letting letting the reindeer close to my base, and maybe it's actually not the best thing to do. Maybe while there's one reindeer about, it's actually beneficial to just fight it there and then. And when you got the difficulty of 2, well, that's when you lure it, when you need to lure them, possibly. Maybe we need to do that swip swap. He says, thinking that he said the first half of his sentence, but he hasn't. The first half of the sentence that I didn't enunciate. Switch out Bahamut for Jamiera. I mean, Bahamut is here for these moments. Maybe the islands can hold out. Thanks, mate. Did I say a Bahamut?
No, you didn't. I'm just saying a Bahamut.
Oh, right, okay. Maybe the islands can hold out, but I kind of doubt it, of all that stuff there. I mean, Bahamut struggles enough. In fact, I don't know if it will have the range to get the shot in. Go on, start your shot. I'll push him back. No. Too late. Okay, we'll do it again this time, and please don't miss. Good. Didn't miss. Good job, Bahamut. 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 Probably need to create some form of ramp system, actually, so that this phone can be tilted up a bit, so I can sort of more easily see the chat at the same time. Where does Reggit chanting A Bahamut come from? Oh, that's a good story. Because most people would be able to tell you Bahamut Quest, which is true. But where did Bahamut Quest come from? Well, that was when I think it was soon after A Bahamut came out, which makes me feel old. There was, like Caxa did a video, I think. It was like Wrath of Raging Bahamut. And it was to the tune of Megalovania or something like that. And then someone else made one. Then I made one myself. And it was Wrath of the Raging Bahamut Part 3 is the alternate and less snappy name of Bahamut Quest.
Ah.
But it was just the Wrath of A Bahamut set to the tune of Brody Quest. And that's still up there. Still possibly enjoyable, depending on your viewpoint. And yeah, and I haven't got my Sniper the Cat on, which would probably be useful. Go on then, my son. Ah. No monies and 2 reindeers. Oh, there's going to be a little bit of struggling here. Certainly difficult on the monies front. Definitely difficult. I mean, what's a boy to do? He doesn't know. Oh, that would be useful. There we go. Okay. We'll get rid of that reindeer. Maybe we can have a little bit of space to hit the crazed bird. Possibly. That's the problem with fighting it there and then, but we haven't got much of an option. But to fight it next to the crazed bird. Yeah, we're not going to get that alone time, the crazed bird, are we? No, absolutely not. We're just going to get decimated instead. What a lovely alternate present. Get crazed dragon out. I mean, I'm not seeing this as one that's going to work out. Especially when the boy dies like that. Oh dear, and a boar. Okay. Well, that's good night, Reggit. Honestly. What am I doing? I feel like we're almost kind of holding out there. So one of those reindeers had died. Oh, just like that. Maybe we would have been alright. Can I hold out and not use Bahamut? Because that would probably be beneficial. Oh, not anymore. The next rain D's arrived. Oh, no, actually. Saying that. Oh, I don't know if DJ Cat's around, but it's DJ Cat's favourite song. So we'll appreciate that for a moment. I have a question. Pause. Oh, I've missed it. I'm saving up to get enough cat food to get an 11 draw. During which event shall I use the 11 draw? Primarily, Ultra Souls, yes, but the most important thing is to do it on a draw that you don't have an Uber in. Then you're guaranteed to get a new Uber. Simple as that, really. But if one of those is Ultra Souls, you're probably best to try that. Right. We're doing alright for our monies, we're doing alright. Just want to kill this reindeer off. Put out Crazed Titan anyway. Will it be pure genius or guesswork? Looking fairly decent at the moment. Will you do another beginner's guide video? That's what this is ultimately for. I'm certainly going to finish out this series, and finishing out this series finishes out the series in total, so yeah.
Wait, are you saying it's going to be the last beginner's guide video, mate?
No, mate, last series. Oh, mate.
Yeah.
While I was looking up at the chat, something quite remarkable happened.
What happened?
We beat it.
Oh, I see. You beat the level. Nice.
Yeah. That is the ultimate surprise to me. I'm going to do a quick chat poll here. Someone's expressed concern that I'm using crazed units to beat other crazeds. I feel like that's what any sensible person should do, especially when you're trying to avoid using gacha to make the tutorial as accessible as possible. Do you agree with me? Or am I just stupid?
As long as you're not, for example, using crazed
Bird.
cat to get crazed cat to get crazed bird, and then using crazed bird to get crazed cat or something, because that would be silly. But
yeah, exactly. It all follows a chronological progression of tutorials.
exactly, I think that's okay. As
And
long
there we
as
go.
your follow.
I can't believe it, mate, but we've done it.
Nice.
I am the utmost surprised by that. We didn't even need a Ruin. I'm like, we're going to get a Ruin first. Brilliant. You didn't need it. It's doable without.
For getting a ruin.
Sorry, mate?
For getting a ruin. I
The
think.
first part of your message keeps disappearing, mate.
I remember getting a ruin.
You remember? Ah.
Or at least I think I did.
Ah, classic question, mate. Do you have a girlfriend, Regget? Do you want to answer that for me, mate?
The answer, I'm assuming, is no.
That's correct, mate. That's absolutely correct. I used to be. Oh, look at that. Use battle formation from your last victory. I used to be really sad about that, but I don't care anymore.
That's nice.
Yeah, I know. It's quite liberating. And probably all the girls in the world breathe a sigh of relief that I'm not trying to get with them as well. Whew. That's one less bit of bother. I mean, just to be absolutely clear, I don't feel like I ever harass anyone. But, you know, at least I'm not fighting any battles that I can't win. Trying to win someone's affection. Can be me in my own mother's basement. And I can accept myself. What about you, mate? You in the basement?
Am I in the basement?
Yeah, well, I know you're not. You're basically like the opposite to the basement, aren't you, if I remember correctly?
Sorry, what are you talking about, mate? I wasn't really listening.
Are you in your mum's basement?
No, I'm not, mate.
No. So I was saying, you're basically in the opposite to the basement, aren't you?
Well, I'm in my bedroom.
Well, yes. Yes. Yeah.
Well, yep.
That is true.
Are you in your bedroom, mate?
That is true, mate. That is true.
Nice.
Are you in collage? I don't know. If
No.
there's a particularly dedicated fan, maybe I'm in a collage somewhere.
Happy laugh.
Yeah, I know. It is a bit of a stampy laugh. I just steal things from YouTubers more popular than me. Oh, I'm a spoon. Spoon! Spoon! Sugarcane pillow, sugarcane brick wall.
Oh, yeah. Oh, mate.
Yeah.
You'll see.
Oh. Is this about the Death Run video, mate?
It is, mate.
I guess we will see. Is this the end of the stream? No, not quite yet. I want to try out this level with Jamiera and see if it's easier. Because it might be. Seeming as I'm running low on snipers, I'm going to do it itemless. And speed up obviously just being there for getting it done a bit more quickly. Which Crazed Cats do I have left to get? Just Axe, I believe. That or I've really been doing it wrong. And I haven't been keeping good enough track. No, don't worry, I did know you meant college. But then we'd reach our next problem. What people mean by college. Because, of course, to me and you, mate, what does college mean?
Like sixth form college.
Exactly. Where you're sort of 16 to 18. But for a lot of other people, college means what university means to us. But then to make it even more complicated, you could also call it university there as well, depending on where you go, which just kind of makes no sense at all. But who am I to judge? So, depending on which you mean,
Well, yes, but actually no.
Yeah, exactly. Right, we've received an answer. Like when you graduate high school and you go to college. It's alright because I actually know what that's in reference to now, because my entire point of reference for what high school is and what college is 13 Reasons Why. I guess for some other people it might be, I don't know, like High School Musical or something. But, you know, that's how I know what people might mean by college that isn't what I'd mean. Yes. Yes, I guess so. I am. You're right. I am in someone's collage somewhere out there. Yes, I will be at the start of the next academic year, entering second year at university, which you could call collage if you so wished. As is mate, actually. And mate's very clever, he's doing maths.
And mate is also very clever. He's doing like media studies or something. I don't know.
Problem is, I'm actually pretty bad at my degree.
Oh.
It's all right though. I actually spoke to my supervisor. They said it's all right. Not everyone wants to be a director or would be good as one. That's me, by the way. I'd be terrible at that. And they said if you like writing essays about it, which actually I do quite like. I do quite like
Oh
that.
my god.
Yeah, I know. I guess it's a bit different in that respect, mate. You like doing a subject specifically avoiding essays. But I like how you can sort of work at it piece by piece, you know?
Yeah.
Build it up and make it get good. And kind of really flesh out a point. And it's just like words, isn't it? Which, you know, ironically, as someone who's supposed to be a video maker, I find words easier than video narrative. But anyway, I quite like making the point for essays. And they said, well, you know, there's academia in the industry, isn't there? So
Yeah.
I guess. Mate's like, there shouldn't be. Right, okay. I'm basically a bit worried that I'm useless here. But that might be a worker cat thing.
Ugh.
Oh, no, the ball's gone. Ooh. I mean, I guess if this works as well, one of them can be the main, this is how you do it. And the other one could be, oh look, you can also do this, hooray.
Alright.
And if you've got any fancy high-flying ideas, you could do the other thing as well. Hooray. Feel like I'm going to die here now. Double rain-D, cause me trouble. I mean, itemless is probably just a challenge too far. Probably how most people watching the stream feel, to be honest, mate.
Yeah, maybe.
I honestly thought you'd laugh there, not just like casually agree with me.
I am smiling.
Oh, that's good, mate. Good to hear. We love a smile. I feel like I might be able to. Oh no, maybe not. Third rain D. Okay. I guess I won't get out of this situation then. Goodness me. What a situation. Gonna be like right on cue. A wild boar appears. Re-rain Ds, I mean, honestly. What are we doing here? Because that is fairly excessive. Can I send the boys in? Well, I haven't got monies for them at the moment. So I guess there's an easy answer to that one. I guess it's just going to have to be the duo of legs. And maybe Crazed Whale.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, now there's another rain D, basically. So that's certainly an interesting one. I mean, like, wow. No items. That's a difficult one. Is this pre-recorded, mate?
Yes.
Yeah, thought so. I just imagine someone would ask that question, so I just thought I'd answer it. Could be completely
Oh, I
tone
see.
deaf to what the chat's saying.
I see. I thought someone actually had asked that question.
No, they have, mate. I'm being ironical.
Okay, never mind. Oh, I'm so sorry, mate.
Why is that, mate?
Because I just didn't pick up on what you were doing there.
No,
You were,
no. I mean, what you said worked perfectly well, mate.
Oh no.
This no item run is brutal, mate. Absolutely brutal. Oh, has he pulled it out the bag? No. No, he really hasn't. Not with all these things at once. Because it's a little bit challenging. Oh my good no! Oh, that was very close indeed. So, yes, hello everyone. The reason that we're doing this again is because in the last stream I beat this, but only once. And obviously that's not going to be good for if I need to give examples of stuff in a tutorial, and I only got very limited coverage of the stage to voice over. In other words, I am trying to replicate the same strategy again, work out best practices, and primarily have plenty of stuff to relate to when I talk about doing certain things. Because obviously the event's ended, this is hanging on to it from yesterday, so I just need to get as many different eventualities of it recorded as possible. Some good damage off there. I think I'm going to open Discord back up, because there was some useful thoughts in there. Right, get this stuff back out again. I think it was from Ken, these thoughts. I'll do that. Okay, boar time. I guess just we're gonna pile out everything for that. See if we can avoid using the Bahama. Oh, good from Jamiera there. Good Jamiera moment. Oh wow! We're getting a real stream replication here. Look, Alex Vinxe is once again the first to donate with £2 again. Amazing. Just use Crazed UFO. Simple, really. Exactly. You'd have people believe that I was doing that, though, to be fair. Because last time I had a little bit of controversy over you were using Crazed Cats. Well, yes. They're no gacha. You would, wouldn't you? That helps you beat the more difficult Crazed stages. Oh, wow. Oh! Is that the Jibby? The Jibby? We're all welcome here. Thank you very much. $1 from Thou. Much appreciate. Thank you very much indeed. But we're getting live noises in the air, but they're not noises. There are no noises. Okay. Ah, here we go. Crazed Dragon, Crazed Legs, and Mythical Titan are most effective due to doing 2 knockbacks worth of damage in 1 hit. So that's of the Rain D. So Crazed Dragon, Crazed Legs, Mythical Titan. But at the moment, everything. And it's amazing how quickly your monies go down. But there we go, the boar's dealt with, so that's all good. So if I can remember, Dragon, Crazed Titan, and then when we get around to it, Crazed Legs. Look at that. Getting some lovely damage off onto the Crazed Bird. So that's all very good. Also, chat, please remind me, if I beat this, to force close and start again before I've beaten the stage in its entirety. Because obviously I need to get as many runs as we can before I have to stop and before I get bored. Hey Rega, how are you today? And is there a specific reason for you not streaming on Twitch? here and now is because I wanted to get this out to a larger audience, so that more people could see it. I mean, I guess a lot of people are kind of limiting themselves in not going on Twitch, but, you know, for those who might not be allowed to go on Twitch or can't get on it for some other reason, this is then there for them, because there hasn't been YouTube stuff in a while, which is my own fault. So I thought I'd have this here, so at least there's something. And if anyone's wondering about the archive, I don't know if anyone is. What I'll do is I'll combine both of the Crazed Bird things into one archive. And as much as I love Mate's Minecraft video, I'll remove that. Other people didn't seem very enthralled by it. I mean, I think it's exciting. That Mate is cranking out the videos again. Also, how's your day been? Bit frustrating on the campaigning front. This is something that, you know, from my experience, people aren't particularly interested in, but I feel like it's important. I'm trying to stop the creation of a monopoly in broadcasting for the sport I watch, Formula 1. And it's slow and thankless work at the moment. And I'm worried that no one will ever care, but I guess I've got to fight for what's right and fight to end unjust monopolies and seizing of content that they didn't invent, and all sorts of things like that. So I've got to try my best for that, but at the moment it's just quite demoralising and sad how the future looks extremely dark and miserable in that respect. But what doesn't look dark and miserable is I'm somewhat punchable. Oh, don't say that. And don't say, sorry, I don't have much money. I don't have much money. I don't donate to people. Don't put yourself in a precarious financial position. But thank you ever so much. Or even despite saying, sorry, I don't have much money, you don't need to donate. But thank you ever so much for doing so. $1.99 from me. Just be careful about your finances. Your financial solvency being having money in the bank, is far more important than donating to me. I keep putting out Macho Leg. I've got to stop doing that. Maybe rearranging it would be beneficial. Are you doing Manic Guides? I sincerely doubt it, on account of how difficult Manic stages are. I mean, you could reasonably say that when I first did Crazed stages, I needed a lot better units than the ones I'm using now, because I was much worse. But I think Manic's is just going to be too much of a skill jump. I don't know whether Manic Cat is doable with CPU. I'll have to look. But certainly for things like Ogre Island, that's just going to be a chunky no. Like a definite no. You can't no Gacha something like that. And then when you get into Gacha, it's just far too complicated, because that's what the joy of Battle Cats is, right? Isn't it? That you've got all these different ways of doing things. Well, that stack worked quite well. And you can arrive in so many different ways to the solution, unlike kind of a puzzle game where there's only one way of doing it, and if you haven't worked it out, well, you're stuck. But then, equally, as the game gets more fun in that way, it gets harder to make a tutorial on. So, it's going to have to be a point where I stop. Right, okay. Right, yeah. You know what? This is a good suggestion from Terminate here. These two knockbacks in one things seem to really be helping with the Rain D, and I think the items, oh, the items are helping so much, so very much. Don't know where I'd be without them. Keep putting out Macho Leg though. That's a bit silly of me. We'll be alright, we'll be alright. I feel like Jamiera is going to be a very kind of swap-outable unit. You could very happily put Bahamut in there, or better, a Ruin, if you have it. Regit, do you have a job outside of YouTube? I try and do little odds and ends here. I mean, my campaigning stuff, I write blogs for that, but I'm not paid to do that. That's just, as they said in the series The Newsroom, referencing Don Quixote, a mission to civilize. So that's kind of completely for free. Not any kind of formal employment, no. At the moment, living off the old student loan as cheaply as possible. Hopefully I can generate a profit from that. And ideally be able to work at home for the rest of my life. And that would be the ultimate aim. Which hopefully is something that COVID will help with, right? Enlightening people's attitudes towards how easy it is to let your employees work at home and how beneficial to some of them it can be. I'm sorry, I might have to leave. No, you don't have to apologise for leaving. Thank you for coming along in the first place. I haven't got tabs on everyone. I was looking for a TweetDeck on the App Store. It wasn't there, but anyway, I saw there's an app that was also recommended. It was like, see who's unfollowed you. I'm like, wow, sounds a bit vindictive. What's you can go after them and at them. At you. Am I not good enough for you? This feels like a bit unfollowing is something people should be able to do in peace and quiet, really. Anyway, in case you're wondering, TweetDeck is like a sort of more sort of corporate organisational way of Twitter being structured. It's by Twitter, and you can sort of see columns of kind of more useful stuff and schedule tweets and things like that. Useful in that respect. There will be a guide for The Great Escaper. There we go, Crazed Bird's dead. Well, hey. Well, that was fairly easy. Maybe it isn't about going all out for it then. Maybe we're just sort of carefully managing the monies and then eventually killing it. Right. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me. Force close indeed. This is my first stream. Love your content. You're a big inspiration to me. Well, that's very kind. I appreciate that very much. That's very, very kind words from you there. I'm glad I inspire you. Ah, what's happened there? I think I've just exited the app and gone back into it. That's fine. Alright. Okay, we back. Yeah. Oh! Oh wait, it's single target, isn't it? Right, I know what we need to do. I know what we need to do, ladies and gentlemen. What would be really sensible here is... Right. To... calculate how many praise tanks is a good amount. The speed up off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll go for 8. And let's see if that is enough. Because we kind of want them, the last of them, to be dying as the Rain D comes out. Because we don't want to really be spending monies that... Wait, what am I talking about? It's not single target. Right, how far away were we? Ideally, you'd space them out a little bit. A little while, really, by all accounts. Quite a while. Okay. Not fast, the old crazed bird, but no point not stalling it. 1, 2. Problem is, when it's not immediate, I can't really prescribe much space. Anyway, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How about that? Okay. What about 12? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Great content here. 10, 11, 12. Have you had Battle Cats running all day yesterday? Is the event's over? No, I mean, I just needed to click on into the level before like 23:59, and then just left it, right? That's all you need, because it just keeps you in the stage, and you can keep going, force closing for as long as you like if it's a continued stage, until you either beat it or lose. Even 12. 12 seems to be a kind of reasonable number of them. We might stick to that. Let's do these 3 then, as recommended. But again, for anyone wondering why I'm doing this again, to nail down the strategy and make sure the advice I'm giving to people is the best that it can be, and the most clear, most likely to get them to win. So at the moment, while there's just 1 reindeer, I'm kind of happy with the 2 meat shielding thing. And there we go, that's excellent. So we've killed that. So that was definitely good, knocking it back fewer times. I liked that. And then we'll just return back. Oh, there's another reindeer again. Lovely wave there, my son. Okay, and the Crazed Titan got caught out there. But we do what we can do. Then. Yeah, this seems like a sensible system, doesn't it? And the reindeer's behind the crazed bird, but it does come back out from behind it quite quickly. And there we go. Okay, good. Everything then. While the boar's out. Because the problem is, even if I kind of have loads of footage, if I realise something during one battle that's like, right, I need to do this and do it consistently, that whole battle that I've just been in becomes completely irrelevant for showing on the guide. So it's kind of quite difficult to get all the footage that you'd want and need. Hooray, look at that, the war's defeated. Which is good, because we'd pretty much run out of monies at that point. I think the most important thing that I need to kind of remember, and that I've learned out of this, is that you're not really caring about hitting the crazed bird and defeating it, because you will chip away at it. The most important thing is always having enough monies to deal with the stuff around it. Okay. Let's see if 3 meat shields and those 3 suggested units are still enough for 2 rain Ds. Be an interesting test. No, not a test that lasted long. I mean, I guess it's still going to have the same advantages with knockback stuff, but just a bit more protection, so I reckon it'd be fairly sensible. And there we go. Right, I don't need all 3. Excessive. When are you going to do a guide on the cyclones? I've done a guide on 1, and I mean, I couldn't even do that no gacha. The problem with cyclones are, they move fast, they move slowly actually, attack fast and decimate you if you don't have any appropriate gacha. Not useful for a no gacha tutorial series. So I only did the cyclone that was necessary to get 1 critical hitter for crazed fish. And then after that, I'm like, well, no. Cyclones are not something we can really cover the way that this beginner guide is done. Right. Rightio. I'm quite happy with this, you know. I'm really rather pleased. These units out again. Might be best to spread them out a little bit though. I don't want to add another strategic thing into there and change up what I need to show yet again. Still 3 of them. Okay. Wait, 2. Why did I say 3? Oh, 3 of the units, that's probably why. And 3 of the meat shields. 3 reindeers then, must be. Oh. When that happens, you're really in the shit. And now the boar. Boar and 2 reindeers is going to be interesting. We had our monies ready for it. Probably really going to get very far, uncomfortably far. We just happen to not have the units in the place where we want them. Probably why it's sensible to spread them out. But even so, look at that. We seem to be holding out quite well. See how quickly you still run out of monies anyway. Ah. Okay. Right. Just behind the Crazed bird, which isn't great. But I'm sure they'll push through us while there isn't anything hitting out at them. Oh wow! It's Mint City back again! Crikey, 3 reindeers, we'll pause that. Thanks very much, Mint City. Much appreciated indeed. Thank you. $5, lovely, thank you very much. Right, okay. 3 reindeers then. That's certainly going to be an interesting one. There should be a point in the guide where you use rare cats, because everyone will have them at some point. Everyone will have rare cats, but no one will have all of them. And, you know, the one that people don't have will vary from person to person, and that's the problem using rares. And when it gets to the point of needing them, that's when the guide stops. Because it's just going to cause problems for the people who don't have that one unit I'm using, because then the guide becomes utterly useless to them. Those reindeers melted away fairly nicely. The guide is designed to be in every way possible for everyone. When it comes to the point where it's not possible to do that anymore, that's not the kind of guide I want to be making. And besides, then it gets into the kind of levels that there's lots and lots of tutorials on anyway. No need to step on someone's toes when your gait is not very well rehearsed. Certainly pretty chunky, this lot. These reindeers. Without a doubt. The monies aren't great. Speed up this. Oh goodness, okay. That is everything. Let's see if we've got the monies for it. Just about monies to get everything. To maintain everything? No, definitely not. So we'll prioritise the island. Well, whale and island. Oh dear, that's unfortunate. I was going to say the stack was doing really well and then it just got decimated. Which isn't great. But the boar's gone. Seems to be dealing with it quite well. Which is good. Hey! Crazed bird's dead. Look at that. There we go. Good job too. Thank you for reminding me to force close. The thing is I'm going to have to probably stop the stream here anyway. I'll just check. I mean, either way, right, I could always... is there any point in me doing it again without me there? I could probably just all save you some time, right?